Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Charles Sabanson, and welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamers Pro Show. We cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, and entertainment. And we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today we got a hell of a show in store for you guys. Might piss off some people, but I'm going to go ahead and do my thing. But before we get into it, please make sure you like and sub to the channel if you haven't already. Let's get into this topic here today. Now, I've said this, that even though my favorite player of all time is one Kobe Bryant, I believe, like many others do, that Michael Jordan is the greatest player of all time. And trust me, I didn't just accept that because people were saying that. As a Kobe fan, I was like, well, Kobe is nice. Kobe is mad nice. So I got to go figure out why they saying that this dude is better than Kobe Bryant. Because I was watching Kobe play and I'm looking at him play. I'm like, yo, he better than all these dudes right now. And you trying to tell me somebody's better than him? I refuse to believe. I think I told this story before early on the channel, but I'm going to tell it again. So I forgot what year it was. Well, it might have been 2011 or 12 or something like that. So I see this video on YouTube of this dude trying to say why Kobe Bryant is a better scorer than, than Michael Jordan. So I send it to my cousin, who's older than me by like 10, 11 years or something. So I send him this video because, you know, he thinks Jordan is a GOAT. So I sent him this video like, yeah, look at this. Look at this. I got you now. Answer this one. Answer this. So I sent him this video on Facebook. You know what the dude, you know what he did? He opened the message and didn't respond anything. Like, he didn't even respond to it. So I see him later on. I'm talking like, yo, so I'm like trying to have a conversation. Like, man, I think Kobe's better. He's like, but Jordan is better. That's what he told. He's like, Jordan is better. And I'm like, huh. Later on, I decided to go do some research for myself, and what I discovered was that MJ is better than Kobe Bryant in not every single area, but overall, he's better. He's more athletic. I would make an argument he's stronger. Obviously, he had bigger hands, so that allowed him, to palm the ball and do other things. I think he was a slightly better defender. He was certainly more accurate. And I just think, yeah, Kobe was he could shoot better from distance. Obviously, Kobe was a better ball handler. They were both creative. I mean, Kobe was very, very creative. But overall, I think Jordan was a better player, just looking at them with the eyeball test. And then when you actually go through their resumes, like, okay, this dude is on another level, totally different level. So what happened? Going through the internet this afternoon, and I come across a clip from Salley, where he had a sit down on Byron Scott's podcast. And they're talking about Kobe, the NBA, how he got into acting and all of that. And then it got to the point where he was talking about Michael Jordan and describing the moment when he realized that Michael Jordan was the greatest player ever. And if you know anything about Salley, you will know that his story was absolutely hilarious. But before we even get into what Salley had to say, today's video is brought to you by our sponsor, Game Time. With only 4 months left until the end of the year, I look forward to creating special moments with family and friends by attending various theaters, shows, plays, and sporting events. And when it comes time for me to look for tickets, I absolutely love to use Game Time. Game Time is one of the most reliable marketplaces for last-minute tickets to the most popular events in sports, music, and theater in more than 60 cities across the United States and Canada. Game Time saves me money, time, and peace of mind, so I don't have to sort through thousands of tickets looking for the best prices or worry about whether or not if they're authentic or whether I'm going to receive them on time. Game Time Picks, one of my favorite Game Time tools, analyzes thousands of tickets for all of your favorite events near your location and finds you the best possible deal so you don't have to. For example, I'm looking forward to this upcoming concert at Madison Square Garden of one of my favorite composers, Hans Zimmer. Here, I can select the all-in price to see the total ticket price up front, no hidden fees. And now I can sort through the best possible deals I can find. I can choose the cheapest deals, the great deal, or the amazing deal. Once you select the ticket you want, you can use their panoramic seat view to ensure you know exactly what you're getting before you buy. And if you're like me and always make plans at the last minute, you can grab tickets up to 90 minutes after the event has started. So take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the app, create an account, and use code CLNS for $20 off your first purchase. Again, create an account and use redeem code CLNS for $20 off. And remember, whenever you support this sponsor, you're supporting this channel. Thank you. So what we want to do now is want to play exactly what John Salley had to say here, and then want to come back and react to his comments. Take a listen to him here.
MJ, we're in a practice, and Phil said, tell him to go home, and he didn't know why, and he waited. And he was like, all right, we're playing for minutes, scrimmage for minutes. And MJ came in, nah, you ain't putting me out. And he had on regular tennis shoes. They looked like Vans, but they were Nike. And he had his sweats cut and rolled at the bottom. You know, he thought he was fly. He wasn't. But, you know, you don't say nothing to the Messiah. And he was like, yeah, put all the Pistons on that team, Wood Harp, and put Randy Brown over there. And Harp was pissed because Randy Brown, Black Randy Brown was, and we're playing. And all of a sudden, I'm running back, and MJ gets a steal. And I go, and he's about to do the right-hand jump. I said, oh, I know exactly what dunk you're going to try. I'm getting this. I don't care. And I drop step and turn around about to jump. And as I'm about to jump, his midsection is moving past my face. And you know, you try to bring yourself down. He was like, block this, bitch. Boom. And I'm like, I take the ball out, boom, boom. I'm staying in the hotel behind the facility. So I would jump the fence. And I go home, I call my mother. She's like, how is it? I said, Ma, I just saw the greatest player of all time. She said, it took you that long to admit it. I go, yeah, it took me this long to admit it. But I just saw him playing tennis shoes, no tape, no knee brace, no wristband, sweatpants on, T-shirt, and a practice jersey, and thought he was in the finals against us. Like, he literally thought he was reliving the 80s. And I was like, yeah, this dude is on next level. He is. And we would go out to play against somebody, and, you know, MJ come, everybody's happy to see him, but even in the back when you're about to put your hands together, he was hella intense.
Yeah.
He was the last to come out. So we would all run out, and then MJ would be the last. That would scare. If you looking down there, you go, oh my God, MJ. Oh, here come the devil now.
Yeah, you hope he wasn't showing up, right?
Yes, he was, and my locker was here at the United Center, and he was right here. And I would watch him put his sock up, and then look at this sock. And then, like, had to be the same height. And then he would, you know, everything had to, like, he was a gladiator. And I was like, I don't even think people realize how psycho this dude is. All you got to do, pull his shirt out a little bit, it's going to piss him off. It needs to be tucked perfectly. Just mess up his outfit. You know, that's the only way to stop him, to make him think about anything else but destroying you. And his mentality was destroy you.
Yeah.
Demean you. Finish you. Shouldn't even be on court with me. It's the best thought in the world.
So you heard what he said. Look, I've said this before. Of all the basketball players that I've ever seen, I said that I've never seen a player that moves quite like Jordan does. Every once in a while, I'll go back and watch some game footage of Jordan, and I'll be watching a game, like a full game, and he would just go up and do a move, and I'm like, okay, that was freaky. Like I've never seen that. Jordan looks like he levitates off the floor. Like, literally. The dude, it looks like he flies. And then when you look at some of his circus shots, you're like, but nobody's doing this. Nobody. Look, people say that Kyrie Irving is the greatest finisher, especially under the rim in the history of basketball. I would really, really challenge that notion. Kyrie is very elusive around the rim, kind of similar to Kobe, but Jordan has just as spectacular finishes under the rim as Kyrie Irving. Like Kyrie Irving has some incredible shots under the rim. You're like, how did he make that? There was even a footage of him scrimmaging with the Dallas Mavericks. He made the shot. I'm like, good Lord, like that looked easy for him. But there are videos I've seen of Jordan finishing under the rim. I'm like, this dude is unreal. And he's ambidextrous. He can finish with either hand. Like you look at the shots he would hit, and I'm like, yo, what is this? And usually Kyrie finishes while eluding contact. Jordan is doing that with contact. Like a dude would bump him and he would just be like, flick it up like that. I'm like, and it would just go in. I'm like, yo, what did I just see? So in terms of how Jordan moved on the basketball court, I've never seen anyone like, never. That includes LeBron James, the Kobe Bryant, whomever. Vince Carter, although Vince Carter is the greatest dunker ever, but I've never seen anyone move like him. So you have that. And then you begin to look at his basketball games himself, his precision. Jordan did not waste any movement. Literally. When we talk about efficiency, it's not just efficient in terms of your percentages, it's efficient in terms of how you execute your moves. Jordan, he mastered the fundamentals to the point where Jordan would just get the ball, jab step, go to the right, stop, pull up on a dime, hit the shot, and that's it. There's no other movement, all dribbling, running low. He doesn't need to do any of that. I mean, the precision at which he played with. And then when you look at his accomplishment, it's a joke. It is a joke. The fact is, Jordan is the best two-way player to ever play basketball. And if you've listened to any NBA player worth his salt, they will tell you that the hardest thing to be in the NBA is a two-way player. That is the hardest thing to do, is play on both sides of the ball. The guy has 10 scoring titles, 9 first defensive teams, and a defensive player of the year. What are we talking about here? What are we talking about? Just the other day, Gilbert Arenas did a segment on their show where they're talking about who scored the most points in an NBA season. Is it James Harden? No. One person picked Kobe. I think another person picked, was it Shaq? Oh, no, Allen Iverson. Kenny Martin, I think he picked AI. Brandon Jennings picked Kobe. I think Gilbert Arenas picked James Harden. And I told him, I said, Gil, the correct answer is Michael Jordan. And Gilbert said he was looking at points per minute. How many points James Harden was playing, minutes he was playing versus the points he was scoring. I said, Gil, for as impressive as James Harden was, while he was attempting 12 threes a game, which he was, making about 4 of them, Jordan is the only player on that list that has scored 3,000 points in one season. I repeat it once more. Not LeBron James, who's the leading scorer of all time. Not Kobe Bryant, who's right up there with Jordan in terms of the ability to score the basketball. None of these guys ever scored 3,000 points in a season. Ever. None of them. I'm going to go with that guy. I'm going to go with the guy that scored 37 a game, attempting less than 1 3-point shot a game. Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead with him. And I said, Jordan, he's like, well, you can't change playing styles. I'm like, what era are we playing in? If you put Jordan in this era, he's averaging over 40 points a game. If you put him in an era where they didn't shoot threes, he's averaging 37. I'm going with Jordan. Who are you going with? So, look, Jordan's the GOAT, man. Let's not even waste time talking about this. These are my thoughts, whatever you guys think. Please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section. We'll catch you on the next show. Peace.